Hey everyone, I'm so happy to welcome you on Art Catherine channel, and this is second part of creating this 2D terrace. If you haven't seen the first one, it's gonna be pinned right here, so you might gonna watch it. And we are continuing with this one. So in this part, we're gonna start all the decoration process, and for this we may need all the elements from this folder, what you may find also in the description to this video, and we may start. So first, what we're gonna do, we need to open this file and select this grass, this item, this one, and the table one here. You may gonna see now what I'm gonna do with it, and maybe after you will decide what you want to place in there. So for me, for now, we need something to lay down on and a table with a chair to sit under there, and this is a small rooftop. So we're gonna copy it and paste right here. So I'm on the layer with the deck. I create a new layer, 3 fingers down, and paste. So here I have already all the furniture that I need. So now I'm just gonna place it where I need. This is the size, so the size we can regulate it. Here it's approximately 60 to 70 to 80 centimeters, so it's gonna be somewhere here, and I place it here. Now we need a table where you can place a cocktail or some drinks or some items. I do not copy for now this one here because we're gonna edit it, do some details, and only after we can copy it, paste it there. Now I take this chair aside for now. I'm gonna place a table. I will see where it's gonna be better. We can place it either in the middle or here, but since here we're gonna have a lot of leaves, maybe it's gonna be better here, because once you sit there, there's gonna be a lot of shadow. And the chair, 3 fingers down, cut and paste, and I need to move the chair under the layer with the table. So once I move it here, I can do with it wherever I need to. Uniform, I need to uniform with the size, more or less with the size of this one. So here is going to be the chair, one here. I duplicate it, arrow, flip vertical, and move it here. And again, duplicate, arrow. Now I'm gonna flip it horizontal and move it under the chair, under the table. And again, duplicate, flip horizontal, and move it here. Now I combine all the chairs together. 2 fingers, I block the layer, or you can do the alpha lock. You can press just the button. I will take dark color, brush marker flat, and just draw a shadow here that we're gonna have from the table right here. Now I can combine them together. This grass that we have here, I'm gonna select it, 3 fingers down, cut and paste, and now I have it on separate layer. So this one should be on top of this one, those 2 items, but under this one. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna move it here. Now I go to the layer with those with this brown color, so I'm go here, and with freehand I select this part, 3 fingers down, cut and paste, and now I just drag it all the way down here with this part, and we combine it. So Now we have this grass on top of the fence and under here, so that's perfect. Now we can place it here this way. So we need to place it so the grass is visible, but it's not covering as much of the fence. So you see here it's a bit visible, so yeah, that's gonna be okay. And the grass should end somewhere here, so like this, it's okay. I'm just moving it here, and now we just duplicate it. I switch the snapping magnetics on, and I just move it here. Flip together, duplicate. If you have a problem with flipping it down, so you can just press merge down, and the layer is gonna be combined automatically. So here left only one small piece, so I'm just gonna select, copy paste, and move it here like this. I will do like this, so it looks like one entire texture, and again combine together. Now I duplicate this layer and I move it here like this. I duplicate again the layer, this one, because it's original copy and it's gonna be in a very good quality. Arrow, rotate for 90 degrees, and I will place it here. Now this one I need to move under all of the layers with the grass, and I will erase it from this part and from here like this. And now I can no, we're not gonna combine it for now. We're just gonna erase it. Make sure that you do not erase it till here, till this line. And after we're gonna edit it, so I will show you how it's gonna look. So, and now we need to place it here. There is few options how to do that, so I'll show you two of them and you will see which one will work better for you. So I just copy paste this part, snapping magnetics off, and we just place it here like this. In the shape of circle, you can take a smaller amount of grass, but you see it doesn't really look so aesthetically. We can try to move like small pieces, maybe it will look better, and after just edit it. But I will show you another way of doing it. So we copy this part, uniform, and for now I'll place it here. I'll separate it into two parts. First one I will drag here, turn like this, and press warping. So now I'm just gonna move it like this. You just need to play and spend some time with it just to see how it looks better with dimensions and with the texture. If you have a problem that here the grass is not going to be that visible, we will edit it later, so it's going to be all right. So here I like how this part turned out, so I'm just gonna select this one once again, copy paste, arrow, and flip vertical here. So it's just gonna be two parts, and again I press warping to connect them here like this. Perfect. This part, this one, we're gonna erase. And now finally combine them all together. But that's not all, because some things should be added here. So under this layer, I create a new one. I'll take dark color from here, and we go to a brush set, Flora, again winter grass, and here we just add some texture to make it more natural and kind of more alive, like this. Of course you can draw it here like with one line, but it's better to do it like manually with, like, you know, one by one, so it doesn't look so boring. And like this, you see, you can regulate the size, the pressure, so it's better to add it like this, but you do as you like, as you feel like. Also, not everywhere we need to edit it here where we erase it, and here in the corner, and here too, like this. Perfect. All right, now we combine them two together, and here now I move this document, this layer up. I put the opacity on maximum, and I'm gonna see what do we need. So on top of that layer, we create a new one. We take any random color, and I'm just gonna outline where should be the flowers. So here I see the flower, here is gonna be the tree, and here are gonna be the leaves. So we can just outline the shape, the size where they are, and after we'll just add it and already work with it and see what you will like more, which shape. Here and to here. Done. So this layer we hide, and this one we drag all the way down again. So now we're gonna see what we have here. All right, so from here we transferred everything that we needed, and now we're gonna go again back to the to the sketch, and we're gonna work with the plants. So I will put the opacity down. So we're gonna place the plants. I want this one and this one. You can put any type of plants that you want, that you see here, that you have in your own library, but remember that it should look together or good with each other, so it's not gonna be like a palm and a cactus or something like this. They should be like, you know, hormonal together. So I've attached few examples of the tree. Don't mind that here is some letters are visible. We're gonna edit it and it's gonna be all right. So I will add this tree. We can also add some grass like this, just to make it look more bushy, but we will see. Actually here you can place anything that you want. So you can place, for example, here the sofa, or even the sitting tables here. You can place a fireplace here, so like people's gonna sit around there, or an umbrella so it looks more cozy. So here is all about your fantasy, how you want to do it, how you see it. Or for example, as I told you, this terrace is the 3rd floor and this one is 2nd floor. For example, you can place a table and a chair that will be a bit visible from a corner. So again, do it as you like. It's your fantasy and there is no limits to it. So for now we will work with the tree and with the plants. I'll start with this one. So there's few options. I think I showed you in the last lessons how to remove the background, but we will repeat it. So there's few options how to do that. For example, if the plant is easy, like this one, it doesn't have like a very difficult shape, we can just use this white, we can just tap on this white background. So we're gonna tap it here, and you see I move the pencil and the line is moving here. So this is the area that is going to be selected. For example, if you have it on 100, it's going to select everything. And if you tap, it's selecting everything. Then what you need to do is tap on the white background. Do not let your pencil go and move it back, all the way back until you like the result. So I'm gonna select the plant, cut the white background and place it here. Also, you see here is some leaves are brighter, so that means that they should be on a sunny side. We didn't decide yet from where sun is gonna come from, the light, but I think that I will place this one here. I will duplicate the layer and place it a bit here. We can turn them around as you want. And the 3rd one I will place also here. I will combine them together and I'm gonna select focus. So next plant is this one. This one is also an easy one. We will experiment with the tree. Here I just need to remove some of the white dots. That's very important because they are anyways gonna be visible on the sketch, because people are actually looking into your artwork. So once you post it to Instagram, people can zoom in and see all the details that you thought no one would see. Here I have it selected and I don't want to do it all from 0. So what I'm gonna do is press freehand, remove, and select the part that I don't want to be removed. So cut and paste, and I remove the background. So here this plant is going to be right here. I will duplicate it here and one more time right here, but I'll make it smaller. Since they are quite far from each other, I can combine them all together so they do not take layers and some space. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the tree. So here what we can do, I don't want to select the background because you see it's selecting everything and a lot of black parts. So what I'm gonna do is I will select the leaves. Actually, that's not the tree that I want. Just give me a second. I will check it out. Or maybe it is. No, actually it is. Yes. Okay, never mind. Just continuing. So I put pencil here on the green leaves, not on a background, and I just select parts that I need. Let's see, cut and paste. Okay, it looks quite good. We can work with it. So I'm gonna turn it, resize, and place it here. Now we can work with it. So since there is some parts that are visible, I want to add some life in here. So I'm gonna select it. I can switch off these blue lines for now. take darker color, brush, probably any of those ones which has leaves, and we can just tap and see how it's gonna go. Darker leaves here. From this side. Now we can add more colorful, some bright color. Also, don't forget to play with the size. Like this. Here. Now I will take this type. Make it smaller. So it's all about the details. You can detail any tree that you would like. So it looks amazing to me. So now let's finish with the flowers so we can continue to here. So with the flowers, what we're gonna do is the only thing, I will create new layer, select this color, make it lighter, and I'll take interior sensitive details brush, and I'll just draw some lines, try to outline it. So light is coming from this side, and let's try to make one side lighter and one side darker, because not everywhere light is gonna come through. Here we can do few parts. Also, you see how I'm drawing? I do not draw with one line like this. I play with the line, so I press somewhere harder, somewhere I let it go. So you see how it looks? It looks more, I don't know, lighter with the texture, so it doesn't look so hard on an eye, I would say. Now I will take darker color, even darker than this one. Like this. One here, and just start like this. We need to do it only once, not with all the flowers. We're gonna copy paste it now. This one. If you've chosen different flowers, the principle of working with it is the same. You just add some lines, outline it, and it's gonna be done. Here. So this part is all about the detailing. And you see the difference? Of course, this one looks better, more juicy, more brighter, looks alive. So now I move this one here. I turn it to see how it's gonna be fitting. It's all right. And now again, I duplicate it and move it here. Like this, and I combine them together. Now this one here is not going to be much details because the flower is very contrasted already, I would say. So just few lines somewhere where it's needed. I wouldn't work with dark color a lot in here because the flower is dark already. So now we're gonna take brighter color. and add it here from this side. From here. Just a little bit. Like this. And again, selection. I'll select this part, copy paste, and I move it here. Okay, I drew it on the flower already. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy paste the flower. What's gonna be actually easier, but I wanted to do it another way. But you pay attention, please. Don't do same mistake as I did. It's actually, as I said, quite easier, but I wanted to remove some leaves, but it's all right. Okay, so we're almost done, guys. I will combine all of the trees and plants together. Actually, on the tree, I would like to take one color, make it brighter, and some leaves, like add some dots here. It's also like detailing style. You can detail here for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, doesn't matter, but don't go too deep, because anyways, when you're gonna post it, not everything is gonna be visible, but still there should be some amount of details, but don't go crazy. Also, if you're drawing with low DPI, you don't need to zoom out and here and outline each leaf. No, because looking at the entire picture, I don't think that there is some people who's gonna zoom it in here and see how did you outline that leaf. So yeah. All right, next thing is, let's finish with the furniture. So we're gonna move to the final. So I create a new layer, and let's start in here. So I take this color, make it brighter, interior sensitive brush, and I'll just outline, make it even brighter. I'll just outline the corner of this part. Here. And here. Now drawing assist on. If you have a problem with switching on the drawing assist, you can also switch it on in here. Where is it? Drawing assist. And you work with straight lines. One here, one here. Add some lines, they will look good in here. And now this part, I'll select this color, make it a bit darker, drawing assist on, and outline the lines. Here down it's gonna be darker because this part is kinda inside. Here. This one we outline. Now we go all the way down. outline it here, and last one is in here. Okay, so the last thing that's left here is the light. So since the light is gonna come from this side, I create a new layer, take light yellow color, I'll take marker flat brush and draw a light like this. Now I take Gaussian blur and blur it a bit. Now on this layer I press on letter N and we scroll down, and here is an option, it calls add. So I just put the opacity down and I have this light, soft summer light. It's a bit, I'll just modify it the way I need it, and we are done here. And the opacity a bit down again. Yes, so here with the table, what we're gonna do, I select this color, make it darker, interior sensitive brush, and just draw it here, just the dots. We just repeating the shape that is here. Some parts we're gonna show, so this part is gonna be darker from inside, and here it's gonna be darker from outside, like this. Now I'm gonna copy this color, make it brighter, and from this side it's gonna be brighter now, like this, and from this side we added 2, like this. Perfect. Here I wouldn't do anything much because again it's all gonna be covered now. So okay, let's move on to this. I combine those layers together for the furniture that we've just edited. I'll switch on this blue layer and we add an image. So here's 2 types that I've chosen, this one and this one. This one, I don't know, it looks too, I don't know, not like with the style that I need. So I will take this one. You can watch the lesson and you can add after the ones that you want. You can try both of them, but I will try for now with this one. I will transfer it on the very top, and here we will use the technique that I showed you. We are not gonna remove the background, we're gonna select the green color straight away, like this. 3 fingers down, cut and paste. Background we remove, and you see here we have now perfect greenish image. So I will resize them and move them here, and now we see here is a basic shape that looks good, but you can do in the shape that you will want. So let's begin. I'll start with this one, copy paste, rotate, and I'll place it here. This layer I will hide for now. I will place it here, duplicate it, and again place it here. This part I will remove, this one. Now I combine those layers. You see what I did? I just copy pasted it here. Half of it I removed just to add some texture, and now I will combine it. I take the eraser, I will lower the size and I will erase some parts just to make it in the shape that I need. You see the texture of these leaves, it allows us to create here, plus we will edit it later. So you see it already looks perfect. So now we're gonna duplicate it right here like this, but this part I'm gonna remove. Like this. Let's experiment. I just flipped it vertical, like this I want it. And I combine them together. Now I switch this layer on and we will select another one. So now I want this one, copy paste. This layer I will hide, I will rotate it and place it here. Now I maybe duplicate, let's see how it's gonna look. Yes, we will duplicate it. Here this part is too visible, so I will remove it. And now I combine it together. Actually no, let's remove this part first, like this. Yeah, from here. Now combine them together and let's edit it. So here I want it shorter. Here I want some distance between them. Also, don't forget to change the size of your eraser. Like this. And again, I will duplicate it and I want this one here. But it's kind of long for the one that I want, so I will change the size in here. And again, this one is going to be shorter. This one is going to go here. And again, combine them all together. So I have all 4 items in here. Left only 2. So let's start. I will take this part, copy paste and move it all the way here. Why did I choose this one? Because it's it has a lot of leaves, so I can delete and edit them in the shape that I need. So I'll duplicate it and move it here. We can flip it even. You see this part is too visible from here that I duplicated it, so I will erase it like this, just a very tiny bit. And again, duplicate, erase this part, and I will combine them together, put the opacity a bit lower, and just start creating the shape that I need from here. I'll just try to see the outlining, and the rest we're gonna work on. So I put the opacity back, and here those leaves I can remove already. Here like this. Next we're gonna also edit it, so don't worry, it's not gonna be left like this. And this part we're gonna duplicate, rotate, flip horizontal, and actually no, we're just gonna delete it. So here we have those parts. We can also combine it together. And again, let's switch on this one, and maybe let's take this one. So again, copy paste. This part I will hide. I will rotate it and place it here. And again, we can edit it and make it in the dimension and size that we want. I like the way it looks like this. So this layer I'm gonna delete, and with this one we're gonna work now. So I combine them all together. This one with blue outlines we can remove, and for now I will hide those plants. So let's start working with this one for now. I create a new layer, select this color, and we take, let's see what brush we can take in here. Probably the Matty, this one. Let's see how it's drawing. Yes. Darker color, smaller size. No, it's not the one that I want. Again, let's see the brushes. Just a second. Okay, so let's continue with this grass that we have. So I just want to add a bit of bushness, just a very bit of color. You see, not a lot, like this here. And the rest, what's left, is I combine those layers together, create a new one, and we're gonna use interior sensitive brush. I take the color from here, make it darker, and we begin. So we just need to outline each part in here. Here from inside it's gonna be darker. Like this. And we need to do it with each part. Don't really concentrate on the details, just random lines, random turns, random dots. Here in the middle you can add some. Here. Some here. And now we need to add a bit of light from this side. Like this. Also it can be a bit somewhere here, here, like this. You see the difference between those two? Me too. Okay, now this one we copied from where? No, this one we didn't copy, we drew it by itself. Okay, so some of the parts that we've copied we can duplicate. So I will continue with the light color for now. I will do with the light color everywhere now. And after we will work with the black one, dark one, sorry. Here. Here on this side also could be on the leaves. In the end, here. Moving to the next plant. So for now, what's left is only to add the shadow. And that's kind of all. We're gonna be done with it. But again, as I said, you can keep decorating, adding the details as much as you want, but don't overdo it. All right, here. From this side on the ends. From here we can also add some textures like this, so it's kind of leaves that are looking out. Here from the left side, sun is gonna be visible. Here on top somewhere. Okay, and here also from the left side we can add it like here, like this. Here, and the rest is going to be dark color. Theirs also always should be brighter and darker side, because item is always coming with the light and shadow, like this. Okay, here we add dark color. Here from inside. Like this. Here it's gonna be in here, inside, everywhere from the right side. So you see from the left we added light, and from the right side is gonna be dark color. Here also in the middle you can add it somewhere. Here. Like this, and left only those two. So let's get to it. Here somewhere. You can add just some dots, some lines, and trust me, for you it may look now, oh, that looks so weird, like, no, what am I doing? But once you post it, once you add it to your profile, people are gonna be like, that's interesting, how did she do it? So it always works like this. What looks weird to you, other people may love it. That's how I found actually some of the techniques. I spoke to some of the sketchers and they were like, no, I didn't like it at all. I thought that it looked so stupid. But no, after it became popular. So yeah. Так, okay. And last seconds. I'm doing it kinda in hurry now, so I can show you just the technique. You can just, if you want, put it on pause or scroll to see what's gonna be after. but I'll just do it like this, so we can go next. All right, so okay, I like the way it looks, to be honest. So what we do now, we combine it all together. I duplicate this layer, the lowest one. I go to adjustments, hue, saturation, brightness. Brightness I put on minimum, and I move it here like this, a bit down and to the right. Opacity on 50%, and now I go back to adjustments, motion blur, and we blur it a bit. And now you see how it looks without shadows and with the shadows. It's adding a lot of depth, so it looks good. Now we do the same with the plants. Duplicate, go to the lower layer, adjustments, hue, saturation, brightness, brightness on minimum, and move it a bit here like this. From the plants I don't want huge shadow, but here from the tree I want it to go like this in here. And again, motion blur. Don't blur it like this, it should be like maximum on from 10 to 15 or 16%, so the texture is still gonna be visible and it's not gonna be so blurred like this. So you see it looks tropical now. I really like this moment when you just see with shadow and without the shadow the sketch. Okay, so I do not combine them for now because maybe later I will want to change something. Next, what we do, we add the shadows from the furniture. Stop, no. We duplicate this one item that we left. Copy paste, flip vertical. And it's going to be located under the tree, which I don't really like, so I will resize the tree a bit like this and do a smaller distance between the table and here. Okay, I combine them together and move it a bit here like this. Perfect. Okay, now we duplicate the layer with the furniture. Again, hue, saturation, brightness, brightness on minimum, and move it here. Motion blur, blur it, and again the shadow. I usually put a shadow on 40 to 50% because it's the most natural shadow that can only be. It gives very natural look. All right, so we almost done. Now what we need to do is to work with this texture bit. So what we're gonna do is I lock the layer, select this color, select it, brown one, and I take marker flat brush and we draw a darker color in here. Here. And here. So it's kind of under each plant. We need to make it darker. And here too. Ah, okay, that one is on a different layer. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is to create a clipping mask. I'll take lighter color, it's already last details, and with the lighter color in some places like here I will draw it. Now I select add here and put the opacity a bit down. So you see we added a bit of light in here. And same we need to do with this part. So I lock the layer, select this color, make it brown. Actually here from the history we can choose it. But here I need to do a shadow like this from here. Like this. And now from each plant a shadow. And we do the same, we create a new layer, clip and mask, same color. It's not saved in here, I don't know why, but okay. And I add it from here. And again, we choose this option, add opacity down. And actually here I would like to motion blur it a bit, like this. So, I already like the way it looks. I don't think that we need white outline, and here the last thing that we need to do is to remove these black lines that are not going to be visible on the grass. So here I'm just going to remove them. Here's this one. I remove it. Here I can keep it. Here we remove it. Here, because anyways it's visible. Here. And here. This one we remove. This one. And to be honest, I really want to remove this one. Let's see how it's gonna look. Yeah, it's okay. I think we can also remove it. Like this. So here. And the last, honestly, like very last thing, I just remembered that I forgot to do it. This part, we duplicate it, last layer, hue adjustment brightness on minimum, and I move it here down. And again, motion blur. And the opacity we put on 45%. So just take a look how it looks. Like this. So that's kinda all. I really hope you enjoyed the lesson. I really hope that it would help you with your next projects and that you learned something new. I will wait for all your comments, and also if you have any questions, any troubles while making this sketch, any suggestions, just anything that you would have liked to say, just DM me, text me in my Instagram, and I would like to communicate with you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.